and thank you for joining us. I'm Philippa Leighton-Jones, SVP of Custom Content from the Wall Street Journal, and I'm delighted to be here with Gunnar Clausen and Joerg Kruetten, the two CEOs of Simon-Kucher. Gunnar, Joerg, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us, Philippa.
Thank you.
Now, over the last 40 years, Simon-Kucher has been pioneering pricing as a discipline, driving growth strategies for businesses around the world. The only predictable thing about markets today is their unpredictability. And so the business need for a growth game plan rooted in practical, measurable outcomes is likely stronger than ever. How has Simon-Kucher shaped growth strategies over the past 40 years?
Yeah, I think it's been an incredible journey for Simon-Kucher. It all started somehow inventing the pricing consulting space. Back then, largely businesses were focused on product, on sales resources, on marketing resources, advertising, and pricing was somewhat the stepchild in the whole food chain. And that changed over time.
Of course. Gunnar, same question to you.
So commercial activities of a company are very closely interlinked, right? So who are the customers? What are their needs? What are the propositions that a company has to fulfill the needs? How do they offer their products? And of course, at which price? So you see, all these questions have interdependencies, and that's really commercial excellence that we are driving and we have driven successfully with clients over the last 40 years.
What are some of the biggest complexities that businesses face today?
We are operating in a very volatile market environment. We come from a period of growth, increasing purchasing power, lots of innovation, and we are now in a world where there's a lot of uncertainty and, purchasing power is going down, and that raises many questions.
So obviously, the rapid digital transformation is a main driver for clients and also for our projects. Digital must align with commercial goals. That's the key. Digital is a means to an end. It's not an IT project. It's not just adopting technology. It's what can we achieve commercially with it to create better results for the company and happier clients. There's so many questions companies need to commercially answer. How do they source products? How do they sell them? Which channels? What is the cost base? What is willingness to pay with increasing living costs for clients? Which means, again, there are so many macro challenges that influence the commercial outcome and how well companies perform.
Why is differentiation so critical to growth? And what can businesses do to go about achieving that?
So in mature markets, obviously, we have lots of competition. So life is tough for companies. How can you make good numbers if there's so much competition? And yes, the answer is the textbook answer, namely, you need to differentiate more. And that you can do in many different things. So on the product side, on the way you're selling, the key is our strategies are always very customer-centric. So they start with understanding what the customers want, where are they at, what are the events that trigger purchases.
Yeah, maybe to double down on the aspect of the way you sell. I think there is huge opportunity for differentiation. You sell outcomes. Yeah, outcomes that drive efficiency, outcomes that drive effectiveness, and selling that successfully requires a completely different mindset. Yeah, you sell promises, but you also need to deliver on those promises.
Let's talk about this notion of better growth. What does that mean to the two of you? And what does it mean for business in today's dynamic market landscape?
Yeah, our view on better growth is actually generating value for all stakeholders involved. If you look at, working for a company, that company operates in a market environment, in a society. That company has a management team that needs to produce results. That company has shareholders with expectations. That company has, customers who have specific needs. And our view on better growth is, balancing those expectations in the best possible way to have an impact not only financially for companies, but also, making sure that customers experience the value.
So now let's turn our focus to the future. You've been with Simon-Kucher for some time, but only recently taken on your roles as CEOs. I'd like to learn more about your vision for Simon-Kucher and its role in helping clients achieve growth.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we want to grow with our clients. I think we have had an incredible growth journey behind us, and we want to continue on that growth journey. We believe there's huge opportunity, not only with providing more holistic consulting support from strategy to execution on the commercial side, but also helping companies utilize digitalization in the best possible way to make better business decisions.
What will always stay the same, though, is obviously being super customer-centric in all our projects, trying to combine company financials and customer happiness, customer loyalty. So these are some of the pillars that we are sure will still hold true in the future.
Well, Gunnar, you clearly have a lot of work ahead. I've learned so much today. Thank you so much for joining us to explain all of this today.